Once again, tech problems put to the side as we get into another map here for the Acer Teamstory Cup. As you can see in the top right, it is currently 3-0 in the favor of Western Wolves. Czech is a man who cannot be beaten. And speaking of Czech, in the top center portion of this map, the blue Zerg player, Czech.
Woo!
Woo!
Doing a great job so far, but he's now going to go up against XY, who is in the bottom middle position as the Red Terran, playing for Invictus Gaming.
And over, I think you've probably heard me say this before, but do you know about the Easter egg on this map?
The Easter egg? I actually do not.
Okay, this is my favorite thing to show off, and I know you guys on stream have probably seen me do this 12 times before, but I love doing this every single time. Put your camera on me as we pan over beside the base of XY and scroll down the cliff face. We're going to find the Lich King from World of Warcraft.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess from Warcraft 3 technically, but yeah, it's like the coolest thing. I love that someone put that in the map. It's so perfect as well. Like,
yeah. Frost does resemble the Ice Throne, and nice. That's really awesome. I didn't know that. Now that's one of the things I will be pointing out as well.
Well, I like the drone scale coming out of Czech. Does need to know whether XY. Sorry, I read the player names and I know it's XY, but I read China IG anyways. But XY is definitely going to be opening with Reapers. At least that's the information Czech has. So this may prompt XY to just not even bother. I mean, it sounds silly to say, but sometimes just the information of Reapers is enough to scare a Terran player away. But because he didn't SCV scout, I imagine he'll still pop one out.
Yeah, just gonna go for the one Reaper, then probably gonna follow it up with a reactor on that barracks and a command center, or either a factory. So I'm gonna play it normally.
Yeah, the Reaper, of course, meant to kill a couple workers if possible, but primarily to scout. Extractor coming out alongside the spawning pool, so quick speed will be on the field, and if there was more than one Reaper on the field, it would be shut down quite quickly.
Yeah, Zergling's just gonna be very aggressive against those Reapers to keep them off the mineral lines, and the queens as well. And I hope to see more than 2 queens. I really like the 4 queen build out of Zerg players, to have that creep strength going, to have defense against Hellions maybe, and Reapers. So we'll see if Czech decides to go for it.
Oh, actually just popping up here. 6 links coming out. What this usually means is 4 will be used to defend and 2 will go offensive to shut down the expansion coming out, which I really love that move out of Zerg players. It takes a lot of precision, but almost catches the Reaper immediately.
Yeah. That was a really close call there by XY.
I saw in chat, by the way, someone requesting first blood, so I've got my finger over the button, guys. We'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, that's gonna be first blood.
Yeah, some people love it, some people hate it, whatever. We'll just get it out of the way. It was requested by chat, but
yeah.
Oh, Lynx once again gonna get us around to the Reaper. They do.
Oh my god.
No, what?
Wow.
XY. Coated in butter. Now with 2 Reapers, gonna dance around a little bit more effectively. Gonna get 6 Hellions to follow this up and go for that very classic early game push that can really just roasty toast and destroy a natural mineral line.
This is actually a really, well, it's a dangerous push if you don't go for mass queens. If you don't go for the 2 queens, the creep threat, because you can easily lose a queen or 2 against the 6 Hellion 2 Reapers, and then after that you have to wait for the additional queens. The Zerglings get roasted. Maybe you don't even have the larva for Zerglings, and then you're in big trouble because drones are gonna start dying, and even losing the queens themselves is a big hit.
I gotta say, one thing about this map, I've seen it happen, okay, so I've cast some ladder games of friends on this map, right? But in every professional tournament, I say professional in air quotes, whether it's the Acer Teamstory Cup, the Zotac Cup, or Go for StarCraft, nobody seems to utilize these back rocks. And I want a Zerg player to use them so badly to sneak around a Terran, because it's always gonna be the wall up here. But if you knock these rocks down and they don't see it, man, you can just flood lings.
Yeah, you can destroy an opponent. Oh, the Zerglings will maybe catch, and this is what I'm talking about, the Hellions being so effective, and with the Reaper damage as well, just managing to kill any Zergling. So right now, Czech will have to bring a queen or 2 down to the 3rd base. Well, actually he'll need 2 queens to defend against this, in order to not cancel the 3rd hatchery. And I mean, Czech, although has some lings out, still 4 Hellions and 2 Reapers are quite difficult to handle with only lings.
Yeah, my big curiosity is like the way he's producing the Hellions. They were of course off by 1 because he started the one early. I'm wondering if he'll go past 6 is the big question, because you can really bully a lot of Zerg. But
but
the wall, the walls! Oh my God, it gets up.
Sick. That was just, but the Marine actually got caught up there.
That poor Marine, rest in peace. Now, of course, these Lings do want to come across the field. They do want to stop these Hellions, but not going to be done too easily. Even the Queen support, these Lings are in a lot of danger, and they know it. They're going to turn around and tail it out of there. But of course, with the 2 Reapers, I mean, the great thing about the Reapers, for those who don't know, by the way, use the Reapers to soak the damage. Hellions are a lot more fragile than they appear, and the Reapers, they got those sick combat drugs that just make them basically like mobile medevacs, but lots of Hellions on the field. I mean, this is significantly more than the 6 you normally see. 10 Hellions is going to keep pushing on this Mantra. Queens cannot respond. They will be picked off. Even with transfuses, they will still go down.
Yeah, and now even the 3 Queens will come out, but that's not gonna be enough, I think. I mean, look at how many Hellions there are, and the Hellions can now easily engage here, and they will indeed do so. Lings do try to engage, but I mean, Lings will die as well, and if the first Queen falls, the second one will fall soon, and Czech right now is in trouble. Nice transfuse there.
Lings tries to get this around. Gets a surface area on 2 of those Hellions, but look at the micro to XY! Rather than just...
additional come in. Wow.
He should be able to still engage on this, though. There's plenty of Hellions left alive.
Yeah, and the third hatchery can die, and even the Queen can
nice transfuse! But goes around to get to a different area, realizes there's probably a hole in the wall, wants to go for the natural. Lings do surprise him, though, force him back.
Oh, that would be such a 6 around there, and wow, look at Czech. He will kill the Hellions and the Reapers now that are left.
Oh, but not without losing quite a few more units. XY definitely not getting the damage done that he wanted to do. That hatchery almost went down. Those Queens almost went down, but Czech with a beautiful hold. And our Terran players left with actually not a lot in the field. If this turned into like an all-in bust coming out of Czech, I don't know that XY could hold it.
This might actually be an all-in buzz, because he has 1-1 on the way, he has Baneling nests almost complete, and Czech might decide to go for it. Look at look at XY pulling down barracks.
Lings on hold position to lose their lives for the cause.
For the cause. And third base now going to be taken by XY, and I think he can hold it with Hellions, not a big problem.
Yeah, I like the creep spread coming out of Czech right now, though. I mean, he was definitely held back by how many Hellions were on the field, but he's certainly kicked it up in high gear. 3 Queens just pushing that creep like mad. Should be across the field in no time. XY is going to take another base, though, but on this map, as a Terran player, unless you have a planetary fortress, a third base is not a fun thing to secure. And you never want to have to use a planetary fortress for a third base.
Yeah, and we'll see if XY will be able to hold now, because there's a lot of Lings with 1-1 now complete. And,
yeah, the 2-2 is going to be really far behind for poor XY. He's going to have pretty weak bio going into the mid game here.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at this, the Hellions! They almost stacked up, but they're still lining up. These Hellions going to get some more shots off. Will be driven back, but that's the kind of engagement XY's been looking for. It's only 5 workers, but cost him nothing at all.
Yeah, exactly, and nice move by XY there. Just get some hits off, and now with the third base, he has to feel okay, and just gonna go for standard bio here. As
I want to put someone in the chat bringing this up. Yeah, this never looks like a full wall off right here. It always kills me, like the area on this map. It looks really weird when you see Protoss too, because the forge goes down and it looks like it's like 5.5 meters away from the wall. But man, I want to point out XY has been keeping hard on the Hellions this game. Like the Queen gets a nice transfuse, but I mean normally Terran players, they let their Hellions initially die and then you don't see any more on the field. But he's continued to produce them. They're going to be great for these Banelings, but oh no, they're going to connect and no soaking, no kiting. And the Marines. There's no medevac with this, though. These stims are actually really hurting our Terran player. He's got to push in here. He's got to do damage before the reinforcements come, because there's, again, no medevac.
Almost connects there with all Lanes.
Oh, the Widowmine. The Widowmine doing a little bit more friendly fire damage than I think it did offensive damage. Brutalist now coming in, but of course, with the medevacs on the field, these Marines become that much more effective.
Yeah, and just won't die here. And the Marines might just focus down the hatchery, if nothing else.
They can get a good position here, make sure no Lings get us around, but again, these Mutalisks can be a bit of a problem. Has to kite around the poor Queen, has almost no health, it does go down. But these Marines... Oh man, here come the Banelings, no spread!
Oh, that was really good for XY right now to basically kill all the Queens in the Mutas, and now the third base will die here. There is almost nothing that can stop it. And,
Widowmine's going off on the eggs. A bit of a waste.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Czech right now is in trouble. He is in big trouble.
Oh, absolutely. And that was a great push out of XY, too. That wasn't Czech making mistakes. That was XY capitalizing on every aspect. But, you know, despite the fact that the hatchery went down, only 9 workers died, though. So, really, the fact he's already got this third base coming up over here, he can do a bit of a transfer, and he's not in the worst shape in the world. He's not in a good spot, but it could be much worse.
Yeah, he's not in a bad spot. But, I mean, he's not in the best of the spot, but he's not out yet. And good connections there does kill a decent amount of Marines, but still, that's not going to be enough.
I think he just got the last overseer, too, which means no more detection for these Widow Mines.
This is Czech. It might be driven back by XY here.
You know what? I gotta root for XY because I told you I want to see a lot of StarCraft. This push is going really well. We might just get some more StarCraft, but it's nowhere near over yet. Czech still with a lot of mules on the field. Get some good connects with those Banelings. Widow Mines are about to reload, but
the mutas now trying their best. They get dealt with easily now. Even
those Widow Mines, so good.
Yeah, and this is gonna be It's always difficult for me to say it's gonna be GG.
It is gonna be GG.
It's gonna be, yeah.
So XY gonna be the hero of IG, bringing them up 3-1 now, or up. Well, sorry, 1-3, I should say, in this series.
Yeah, I mean, great play by XY. Really nicely played there, and wow, just amazing.